Alright guys, good morning. It's me, Jaron. Today we're going to go over our workout. It's going to be death by push-ups. What we're going to do is on the first minute you'll do 1 minute or 1 push-up. Second minute will be 2 push-ups. Third minute 3 push-ups. Fourth minute 4 push-ups. Fifth minute 5 push-ups. 6 minutes 6 push-ups. 7 minutes 7 push-ups. 8 minutes 8 push-ups. Ninth minute 9 push-ups, and we'll just keep that trend going until you can no longer finish those push-ups in the allotted time. So let's say I get to my 11th round and I do 10 push-ups before that minute finishes. Well, then my score will be 11 minutes, or actually 10 minutes plus however many push-ups that I did. So this is kind of a tricky workout. It's going to start off really easy, and then as we fatigue, it's going to get a lot harder, and we have to push a little bit more and be a little bit smarter as we get to the end. So let's go ahead and do some warm-ups. Don't want to get too much on our arms, but we want to make sure those shoulders are going to be nice and activated before we get to this workout. All right, so to start off, let's just do some arm circles forward. We'll make sure that upper body is nice and loose before we get down on the ground and just get going with this workout. Do some big ones. All right, we'll do the reverse arm circles. Big circles. So even though this is an upper body workout, let's go ahead and work on that core, because that's what's going to help stabilize us in those later rounds when we start getting fatigued. So we're going to go down to a glute bridge. So on our backs, we're going to thrust up. This is just activating that posterior chain. We'll do single leg. So you're going to put your leg up here. I'll switch sides. We're going to do straight-legged sit-ups. So your legs will be out straight. And sit up. Next, we're going to flip over. We're going to go just from our knees today. No full plank. We're just going to do some shoulder taps. Try and squeeze that core as we're doing the shoulder taps. All right. Next, we're just going to do some Samson stretch. So you're going to lunge forward, lift up those arms. We'll switch sides. Nice reach there at the top. going to do a little bit of stretching beyond what we just did. We're going to start off with what's called a child's pose. If you're familiar with yoga, then you'll know this pose very well. What you're going to do is, in a kneeling position, put my arms out forward and then put my head through this window that my arms make, and then sit in a child's pose. We're going to do this for about a minute. Just make sure you're breathing in and out. Being relaxed. Then come up to our full kneeling position. Next, we're going to do what's called a cat-cow. We're going to arch our back and then go into a reverse arch. This is going to stretch out that back as we fatigue in this workout today. We'll start feeling it all over, but in our back is where a lot of our muscles that we'll be using are located. So we want to make sure it's nice and stretched out as well. All right, our last stretch today, just find anywhere on the wall. We're just going to put our arm up and lean into our wall. This is a lat stretch. We're just really opening up that muscle, getting it nice and loose for when we get down and do those push-ups. All right, let's switch sides. All right, so now I'm going to just talk about the push-up today. I'm sure those that have seen my videos before will know that when we do push-ups, we want to make sure that our arms aren't flaring out and they're tracking along the body. This activates those big lat muscles that we were just stretching just barely, so that we can hang on to some more reps. But what's also important is what's sometimes referred as BBQ, or using my belly, my butt, and my quads to tighten so that I can get a little bit more oomph out of that push-up. What we don't want to see is a little wave in our body. When we have that wave, that means we're not activated anywhere in our core. And usually what you'll see is it kind of looks like this. If I were to come down into my push-up and my arms go up first and then my butt, I didn't activate anything in my core when I was doing that. So let's focus on squeezing that belly, the butt, and the quads. This will help us focus on getting both our shoulders and our butt to move up at the same time. When we start getting that wave, that puts our arms in a bad position when we push up. So we're going to we're only going to start off with about 5 push-ups, but before we get into those push-ups, we're going to do a bottom hold of the push-up and then a top or plank hold at the top. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into our bottom position. And we're just gonna hold that. We're gonna really squeeze that belly, butt, and quad. Make sure that everything's just tight as we're sitting down here in that position. Again, if you need to go to your knees and just hold that position just above the ground, that is not a problem. Just try and squeeze your belly, butt, and quad as you're down there as well. All right, let's go ahead and hold that top position. This one, I would like you to hold it without being on your knees, if at all possible. Again, if you do need to drop, really quick, and then right back up, squeezing that belly, butt, and quad. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and do 5 push-ups together. All right, from the knees is just fine today. Do not worry about it. So we're gonna just go down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4, down 5. All right. So that is our push-up. I'm going to go ahead and go over the workout one more time, give you a few hints and tips for those later rounds today. Pretty simple and straightforward workout. Once again, death by push-ups. Really cherish these first couple minutes when you're only doing 1, 2, 3 push-ups. It's going to feel pretty good. I'll go down, do a push-up, and then the rest of the minute is my time to rest. So that's on the 0 mark, I do 1 push-up up until I have 1 minute to finish 1 push-up. Once that clock hits 1 minute, I then have until the 2-minute mark to do 2 push-ups. When it hits the 2-minute mark, I then have 1 minute, or to the 3-minute mark, to do 3 push-ups. So on these early rounds, it's always good to get those push-ups out of the way quickly. Now, there is the rule of 50% that I've talked about before, but if you are unfamiliar with it, that just means when I get to, let's say for this round of 6, if 6 is the max amount of push-ups that I can do, I want to think I will only do 50% of that, get up and rest, and then I'll do, so 50% of 6 is 3, so I'll do 3 push-ups. Once I do my 3, I'll get up and rest, and do 3 more push-ups when I feel like I'm ready. So probably about that point in the workout, I'll be splitting up how I do my push-ups until I reach my failure. Always smart to maybe even go a little bit smaller than what you think. A minute is a long time, so you should have plenty of time until we get some of those later rounds. So let's just start first with that 1, then 2. Let's see how many you can get. Post in the comments how many push-ups you were able to get, or what round you were able to get to, and I think you guys will crush it and have a great time doing it. But just remember, activating that core is essential when we are doing our push-ups. All right, get to it and have fun. Bye.